You've heard a lot about the players at the top of the draft, but what about those second, third, and even fourth rounders? Well, I'm here to tell you and give you 5 of the most underrated rookies right now in your Dynasty rookie drafts here on the Fast Draft channel. We're going to start with Bech. This is the second round wide receiver that I'm going to make my entire personality throughout the offseason. We saw him light it up throughout the Senior Bowl, but that's not just the offseason hype and coach speak that we often see. The tape kind of shows the same thing. I know we've been burned by TCU wide receivers before. Bech is not like any of them. His reception perception charting was fantastic. He has a profile that, dare I say, is similar to Puka Nacua. The only difference is he's 6'1" and 215 pounds, a little bit smaller, but you could see the versatility. Moreover, he has an easy role in Chip Kelly's offense to see targets right away because he's complementary to both Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. Yes, he's going to play in the slot some, but he can also play out wide, and he did throughout the majority of his career at TCU. And this is another guy who was earning targets in an LSU wide receiver room that we know has been stacked for years. If there's any wide receiver that I'm hyper targeting and I miss out on Luther Burden, maybe Matthew Golden, I am trying to trade back in and get as much Bech as possible. Right now in our Origins Gamma tournament that you can get in right now, that is just an all rookies Bestball tournament, works just like a Dynasty rookie draft. He's 21. He's our Dynasty rookie 21, and in redraft all the way down at 149. This is an exploitable ADP that you really don't want to waste or send anywhere else. A lot of people like Jaden Higgins. A lot of people even like Jalen Knoll. Bech is the guy that I'm circling if I can get him. Next, it's Bhayshul Tuten, who was drafted in the 4th round by the Jaguars. I don't think the Jaguars have any commitment to Travis Etienne. Moreover, the last coaching staff wasn't even committed to Travis Etienne, and we saw Tank Bigsby kind of usurp that role. Now we have Gladstone, who gives an interview, talks about this coaching staff with Liam Cohen and how they wanted to hyper target him and was a big day 3 pick. Yeah, it's a 3rd round, but with a brand new coaching staff like the Jaguars have, it's significant, especially when you consider that they really want to come in with a clean slate and come in with their guys. We saw what Liam Cohen did with another undersized guy who didn't even have the relative athletic score that Bhayshul Tuten had, and that's Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving is a top 6 running back for a lot of people, depending on who you talk to. So you could see the upside, and especially how this staff talks about how they want to use him. His Origins ADP is 18, so it is creeping up. Another reason why you want to get in there and get as many type of best ball drafts or dynasty drafts as possible early, because you can exploit these ADPs and get an advantage before everyone else hears podcasts like this. Dynasty, he's already 15 at Profiler. Redraft, still exploitable, 113. This is someone I want a lot of. Really, you want all the Jaguars right now. And you've heard me talk about it. I want to bring up again that you want to get in on Fast Draft as soon as possible to get in on these ADPs. Have a promo code down below. We have an Origins Ganima tournament, our Flex 4 tournament, which is just all flex, draft 6, start 4. No quarterbacks. And again, it's super fast, super easy. I want to go back to our Origins draft. If you have a rookie draft that's late and you want to get on a mock, why not play for real money with real people right now and get a real sense of this ADP over at Fast Draft channel? If you want more content like this, we'll have Bestball, Dynasty, Redraft, just plain football. Hit the like and subscribe button. Next, we have Woody Marks, who has day 3 draft capital, but it's important to know that the Texans traded future 2026 day 2 draft capital to get him. That means they really wanted him. Moreover, Joe Mixon, we've seen decline year in and year out. A lot of these older backs that we think have a chokehold, they may look good early on, but towards the tail end of the season, we see things like injuries and they start to slow down. Father Time is undefeated. I want no part of Joe Mixon, but I do love this running game and outside zone scheme, and they've tried to overhaul this offensive line. Enter Woody Marks. I know he's a little bit of an older back, but he has one of the best and most productive receiving profiles in this class. Yes, a lot of that was at Memphis, but he did the same thing in Lincoln Riley's offense at USC. I know he's not incredibly fast, but he is a smart runner and knows how to navigate a lane. I'm taking Woody Marks as early as I can without overreaching over some of these other guys that I've listed ahead of here. Both his rookie rank at Player Profiler and his Origins ADP is 27, which is incredibly easy right now and is a button that I think is easy to click, especially when you see the immediate opportunity behind Joe Mixon. I think we already know that players like Dare Abungalawe are more like special team players, and if they're getting carries, that offense is doomed. Next, we have Kyle Williams with the Patriots. The Patriots have whiffed on wide receiver year in and year out. This is the one year we saw them draft a receiver that other teams had top 50 visits with. And moreover, the only reason why he didn't have higher draft hype before April is because he is over at Washington State. He had a great season when Cam Ward was there, but that team wasn't really watchable, and it's way over in the Pac and Mountain West playing those boring games that no one's watching. But the tape looks good. This is a guy who could separate, play outside in the Z, play inside, and this gives rooms for players, even like Stephon Diggs, if we expect anything, to do things underneath. Same thing with Hunter Henry and Pop Douglas, who I also like. And then it's also exciting. You got Trevion Henderson, and you got a quarterback like Drake May, who stepped in right away last year with much less and popped, now has someone who can get open deep. Kayshon Boutte was getting open and getting passes deep. Imagine Kyle Williams at this point now. He's someone that is easily draftable with an ADP of 22. That's getting up there in our Origins. Even in our Dynasty ranking, it's 25, and in redraft, it's 139. So if you've got some of these late rookie drafts, I would try to trade for earlier second round picks to acquire some of these players now. If you're going to be having rookie drafts or best ball drafts, this is why you want to do it early, because these are exploitable ADPs where you're kind of printing money for yourself and you're getting ahead of ADP before the normies start reading up and getting podcasts just like this. And finally, last wide receiver, Tai Felton. I think it's important to say that the Vikings only had 5 picks in the NFL draft. Jordan Addison has had off the field issues, and their second pick, which was in the 3rd round, went to a wide receiver like Tai Felton. He was second to only Jeremiah Smith in the Big Ten in wide receiver yardage. He had a 9.6 relative athletic score, ran a fast 40, could play outside. He's a great complement to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. More importantly, when you think about that draft capital, when you think about an exciting offense like Kevin O'Connell has, you want a piece of that, especially when you have an Origins ADP of 52. That's almost undrafted for a best ball tournament like that. This is someone that you can get leverage on right now ahead of other people. Not a lot of people are rostering him right now, and we could see a team like the Vikings value him more than someone who is a clear wide receiver 2 and who's had lots of problems like Jordan Addison. This is a bet I'm willing to make at cost, especially when you think Dynasty, he's only ranked 67 for Player Profiler right now. I think we should go in there and change that. And then in Best Ball, 295. That's almost undrafted as well. This is a dart throw that has clear high upside and draft capital and production on top of that, and a relative athletic score. When you think of all the pluses and green flags and the relatively low cost, this is someone I almost want 100% rostership with. And that'll do it. That's 5 rookies. As always, if you want more content like this, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm Jagger May. Love you. See you guys on the next one.
So I thought I needed